Good morning to all traders and welcome to our daily market insights video. Once again, my name is Stavros and one here at the head offices in Limassol. While we'll continue to decline yesterday over the impasse in US-China trade-offs and despite the increase in risk of an accidental war with Iran as the flare-up in Middle East escalates. Actually, that seems to have and didn't have an effect since Monday on gold. Let's see how the two are going to pan out for the day. It could be for the week or even for the longer term. Now, on the economic calendar, we had the Royal Bank of New Zealand interest rate decision, which surprised to the downside, to be honest. The Kiwi was obviously weaker, but has managed to recover nearly 100% of the losses. Now, we are expecting some data from Germany, the ECB non-volatile monetary meetings to come out, Halifax house price and index in the UK, a speech from Ramsden in the UK, and then, of course, the more important ECB President Draghi speech. And later in the evening, we are going to have the crude EIA stock inventories coming out. Please note, none of these constitutes investment advice and losses can exceed profits. I want to start with oil daily. We've talked about this move for a while. Monster resistance at 66, 67, and we started seeing the decline, the correction down to close to 60. Actually, we had a retest there the other day, which also happens to be a previous high. The question is, going to go down to 58 or not? We have a weak, I would say, signal both on the RSI and the MACD, which is probably, that gave us this sort of correction. Now what we want to see is whether prices are moving back above the 63 or breaking below the 60. That is going to give us further signs whether we're expecting a further decline or prices have already corrected and they're going to move higher. Down on the 4-hour chart, I'm seeing two waves to the downside. This is most likely to turn out an impulse. So in that case, we are going to see the break of 60 and prices going to move lower. Now on the MACD and RSI, we get repeated signals that are bearish, and that is increasing the possibilities of prices moving a little bit lower. As I said before, invalidation point will be the 63 in case prices bounce over here or even never go there and then break below this trend line. We're looking at a new fresh low. Now down on the 1-hour chart, we're looking at this XAUUSD pattern, and from here we've had, okay, we have ABC, we've had 3 corrections here, 2 impulses to the downside, 2 corrections. Are we going to see the 3rd impulse to the downside? Yes or no? We don't know. We do get a contrary signal here from the MACD and RSI, but this is only the 1-hour chart. This could simply be this move to the 63 where prices got a rejection, and from here they moved lower. Now that might turn out to be a weak attempt from bulls, and what we want to see now, prices breaking below this trend line for further downside moves. Now I want to go on the gold quickly as well. I want to start on the daily. We talked about the gold correction for a while as well. Is this going to be deeper or not? Well, since we broke outside this triangle, and you know, the second wave to the downside has completed not further from wave 1. It is very possible that we see another move to the downside, okay, to complete an impulse around below 1258. Now, the question is, are we going to see that happening? It is possible, but don't forget that we are getting, both on the RSI and on MACD, we get contrary signals, okay? So would I be surprised if we have just finished the correction, completed the correction right at 1260 or so, whatever the price is? It seems that it is a little bit higher than 1260. Now, what we want to see in order to have some sort of support on the downside, we want to see the 1288 holding prices strong, pretty much. Okay, we do get a bullish signal here, which simply could be just this move to the upside. And from here, if that level holds, we're either looking or going into a consolidation for a longer period of time, or prices are going to move lower. And once we break below the 1265, whatever that level is, then we're looking at prices to going down to complete the last fifth wave to the downside. Now, this sort of correction could turn out to be a three-wave to the upside, okay, or two waves to the upside, and it could turn out to just come around this confluence level. So that is a little bit higher to 1288. It could go up to 1300s or even a little bit higher. And still, we can expect prices to turn to the downside. Now, that would be, of course, anything above this, that would be the last invalidation point. If that breaks, then we're looking at prices moving to 1330, and then we're looking at prices to moving even to 1360 or something, okay? And down on the 1 hour, we are looking at a lot of triangle patterns being forming here, and we have a double bottom. Seems like a false break, one false break down here, second false break down here, and the attempt to the upside, though, is still weak. So what we want to see, again, is how the bulls or bears are going to react around 1288. If we get this rejection here, we're looking at price moving at least down to 1280. We do get supporting signals from both RSI and MACD in the 1 hour chart. So in the shorter term, that might actually turn out to be a very good reversal point. Okay, I want to thank you for being with us for another day. If you like our video, of course, hit the like button. I would recommend that you keep an eye on our blog. Is where we cover the latest news, is where we publish trading ideas and provide all the necessary tools a trader needs.